Hello, anxiety-free life members. I hope you're online. It's 4 p.m. on Friday afternoon, and now I am going live on my own today. Tracy's actually come down sick, so I hope she's okay. She said she's got swollen glands, sore throat, and she said she looks like a bullfrog, but that's unlikely, as we all know that she looks amazing all the time. So I'm talking about our topic that's been voted for. What is the underlying cause of anxiety? And this is so interesting because it is coded into our DNA. It's primal instinct. It's survival stuff. Anxiety is all about survival. So when we talk about the root cause of anxiety, there is only one underlying thing that causes us to feel anxious. And it is the belief that I'm not safe. I'm not safe. Now, this can take a whole stack of different forms. It's not as simple as I'm not safe. It can be things like maybe I can't cope. I'm inadequate. I don't have the skills, the resources to handle this situation. I don't belong. I don't fit in. I don't I'm different to everybody else. It can be about our capability, it can be about our acceptability, and it can be about our adequacy. I call it the 3 A's, the 3 A's of therapy. If we feel, hi Larissa, if we feel that we're adequate, that we're enough, that we're acceptable, that we are accepted and have a tribe of people that we belong to, and that we are able and capable, then anxiety goes down. These things are necessary. Once we have that capability, that acceptability, and our adequacy, then we suddenly don't have a reason to be feeling unsafe. So where do these unsafe beliefs come from? So there's two places. So the first one is from personal experience. So I was born, I lived, I had my own experiences, I created meanings from those experiences. And I remember this morning, actually, a lady was saying about her daughter who did a leap off a piece of furniture, like a somersault onto the bed, and she hit her head. So that child then went to some kind of, gymnastics place where they were going to do a somersault and land into a foam pit. But because of the personal experience that was frightening, it meant that that child no longer wanted to do the somersault, even though there was no table to hit their head on. Now it's going into a foam pit. So our personal experience will tell us, don't do that, it's not safe. And that can be as simple as physical safety, but it might be also a fear of feeling ashamed, of feeling humiliated, criticized, put down, feeling stupid, anything like that. So think of all the times in our life where we've done something and we've felt like, oh my goodness, that felt bad. Now that's going to cause us to not want to do that thing again. The other place where we get these beliefs, these feelings about adequacy, acceptability, and capability are from messages that we receive from our caregivers, primary caregivers while we're growing up. So this is parents, namely other influential family members, and perhaps teachers. Now, they are passing on their fears to us. So when mum says to you, oh, don't do that, that's so dangerous, or don't touch that, it might have spiders in it, or do you want the shark to bite your toes off, stay in the shallow end, things like that. We get the message that maybe the world's not a safe place. Look, if mum's scared, mum's our protector. If dad is scared, gosh, he's even stronger protector. If those people are feeling afraid, then we definitely need to feel afraid. So it's non-verbal cues. I mean, if you see your mum avoiding or making phone calls, for example, because she doesn't have the confidence to do it, imagine that, you're probably going to feel like, oh, phone calls could be like something daunting. Their worries, their fears, their insecurities, and is the world a safe place for us? So what can we do to be able to shut off this root cause? Now, being in a position of power. Now, power is something that we may think is is necessary. Well, it definitely is necessary. We need, I'm loving all the likes, we need to have power in our life. We are in charge of us. We have to feel that power. We have to know that we have it and be comfortable having it. Now, if people in power over us as children have been negative, bad, angry, if anger was used as a source of power, power might not have been something that we feel confident or comfortable stepping into. We also have role models. So was our mum subservient, meek, mild mannered and powerless, or was she like a big force of nature in the house and our dad cringed and, you know, put his tail between his legs? All this stuff matters because we need to be able to be comfortable about stepping into our own power, take responsibility for us, and do it in a way where it resonates, that our unconscious will allow us to have that power and step into it. If we feel at an unconscious level that power is bad, that it's abusive, that it's angry, then we're going to avoid it. So the next thing that we need is to be able to close unfinished loops in the unconscious where emotion was still active. And you can tell an unfinished loop because usually it'll be a situation where you've got where you've had no power in the past, or your power's been taken from you and there's still emotion in that. And what happens is the amygdala does the fight, flight, freeze thing. The hippocampus can't convert that to a long-term memory, and you end up with like one of those things where, you know, it comes up in your head. It's a memory that keeps looping. And so those things need to be switched off, because while you've got active things, you're going to have those tripwires, those triggers that like set you off and cause upset and cause arguments in relationships. So what do we need? What's the solution to the root cause of anxiety? I am safe. I've got this. I can cope with this. I can do it. Belief in my own personal power, the ability to step into that adult self, the responsible self, the powerful self, and to be able to self-comfort, to know everything will be okay. You know, when you have a child and you're like, oh yes, they're learning to self-soothe. You know, you can either soothe the child or they can self-soothe. Well, we need to get to the place where we have confidence in our ability to self-soothe. Self-soothe. I am safe. I've got this. I'm capable. I'm powerful. I have my own ability and I belong. I am very, very much okay just the way I am, and I don't need anyone's approval to tell me I'm good. I know that I'm good and who I am pleases me. Those are all necessary in order for us to feel safe. Have a beautiful day. I hope this was interesting to watch. Throw me some comments. I know Larissa's talking about my speech this morning about stopping the worry when you have that stuff coming into you, you know, like the what if question. You build those worrying things that we say no, that we soothe the worry monkey. We tell him everything's going to be okay. And then we create some amazing, powerful, positive, new imaginations. Be the parent of your own mind. It's the best thing that you can possibly put your parenting onto is controlling your thoughts. Have a beautiful day and love, love, love to all of you. We'll back on live again next Friday, 4 p.m. Please vote on the polls. I want to hear your suggestions. What do you want to hear us talk about? We're keen to hear what you'd like to hear us talk about. Tracy's happy to jump on when she's not feeling like a bullfrog, and we'll just have a chat and get some interesting stuff. Love your watching and love your comments. Bye.